Staffordshire. Hey, welcome back to our channel. Hope you've had a good week. Myself, I've been celebrating parties this weekend, so we had a birthday Thursday and a birthday Saturday, so it's been all good. We've been drinking and enjoying ourselves. We're on the lemonade at the moment. Jen's got one over there, so it is just lemonade. I did offer a gin, but it was a no-no.
No way.
So, thought we'd talk to you about a bit of nostalgia today. Our childhoods, so just to cover a bit of our era and where we was brought up.
Or where we coming from
Where we coming from, yeah.
to where we are today.
Yeah. So, I was born in the 60s, which makes me 37. No,
Listen to this woman.
Born in the 60s. It was a good era. It was a tough era.
Yeah, so was I.
For our parents. I was the second of 4 children. Yeah, it was hard times in the 60s. Times where you had nothing, hardly anything. Even our clothes was second hand. There was nothing like it is today. School was good. I enjoyed school immensely. There was punishments that I remember. The cane. I remember the slipper. I remember being pulled up out of my chair one afternoon by a teacher, by the sideboards of my hair, and he pulled me off the chair. Obviously now you see nothing of that, but it was good times. Playing in the park with kids till late at night. Loads of lads. We used to have cricket matches, rounders with the girls. Yeah, generally a great time in the 60s. 70s was a good time for me. School club and first boyfriends and all that stuff. So yeah, I enjoyed my childhood. I enjoyed it. It was hard times, but it was good.
That's it?
Yeah. Well, for now, I want to hear some of your story.
Well, I was raised by my grandparents. I call my grandmother Nana and my grandfather Tata in Jamaica, and they didn't have a lot of money, but what they have a lot of love and a lot of food, because my grandfather, he was a farmer. He single-handedly built his own house. So we didn't have fancy bathroom, but what we did have is a big swimming pool, and I'll tell you what the swimming pool is. This is our house. Down below, we plant coffee beans, cocoa, papaya, plum, oranges, every fruit, you name it. And down below, from where we plant all these fruits, is our river. We jump off the tree and jump into the river. That is our swimming pool. And any
Awesome.
girls,
Sounds awesome.
yeah, any girls growing up and any lad growing up who dream of this childhood, they didn't have a lot, but we did have a lot of food. That what I just told you about the fruits and that wasn't our main land. Our main land is miles away, where we plant everything you can think of, sugar cane, everything.
Oh God, yeah.
So right now I'm in this country, I'm poor, but
Yeah,
I'm rich in
I
Jamaica
can
because
imagine
all
you
that
are
land
now.
is there. Yeah?
Yeah.
I have a great childhood. As for school, my grandmother and my grandfather, they always insist on us putting our head down in books. As for you saying that at school you was dragged by teachers, none of that. Any teacher abuse us at school, my tata go over there and sort them out. I can remember one time he headbutted a teacher.
Really?
Oh yes. They throw water over him.
Yeah, fair play.
They throw a bucket of water over him because
Oh,
when
God.
when my tata headbutted him, right, he just to the floor, and it was
They
they just
throw water over him
just-
to get him round.
yeah. So they throw water on him to bring him back. Yeah, because my grandfather says my granddaughter did not come to school to be abused because he was one of those teachers that everything he does irritate him,
Yeah.
and he like to push and push and push to see your reaction, what you're gonna do, and
Yeah.
then he was like that. So my childhood was great, and sometimes when I look back on my childhood, I think to myself, I wish my 4 kids did experience the childhood that
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
But I am glad that they experience it in my mother, because my mother is just like my grandparents used to say that every week we have to go to church.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I was brought up in a church. My mother, my kids experience it in my mom, because my mom every Sunday, see that Rommel is cussing on that now. Every Sunday Rommel is at church.
Yeah.
Oh yes, every Sunday they have to go to church. So my 4 kids, they experience the sort of life that I have growing up, because my mom was like my mom. My grandmother, she was a woman that when she's cook, some people before in a house you cook exact for the 4 people in the house.
Yeah.
Not my grandmother. She would cook for the whole community.
Really?
Yeah. And I remember one particular
I wanna live there.
one particular evening after my mom, we noticed these 2 little kids, they always turn up when the food is ready to be served. They always turn up, and I can remember I have to do it underneath my breath, because if my grandmother heard us, they'll give us the flagging of her life. Go away, go away, go away. We used to call these kids, we call them food, because whenever food is ready, they're always there.
Like, cool.
But my grandmother, she treat strangers, kids, equally like us, like the way she treat us.
Yeah.
She was a great grandmother, really great grandmother. So that was my childhood. My grandfather, my grandmother, they were brilliant people. They didn't have a lot. They're rich by having land,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they didn't have a lot of cash.
Yeah.
And they have the land, they have a lot of goat, cows, and things like that. So that was my childhood. I grew up. My childhood was really happy,
That's
really
amazing.
happy.
That's
Yeah,
absolutely
we didn't have
amazing.
nothing fancy, but we did have a big swimming pool. Jump from
see,
off the
and-
branch into the water.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
the different cultures that we come from,
Yes,
it's,
yes,
it's just
yes.
worlds apart, it really is.
yes.
And it's so nice to listen to these
Mm.
stories, because English is so far removed from what you're used to,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you was a kid.
Yeah, but know what? This come to know what? When I was growing up, we didn't have fancy toys like what they have in now. And when it's Christmas time, I only look forward to having sugar bun, like a cake. My
Yeah.
sugar bun,
Oh,
and my ginger beer. I look
Okay.
forward to that. We didn't have toys to play, the expensive toys, but nowadays I've noticed that, especially some mothers, they bribe the kids into doing certain
Yeah.
things. If you do the washing up, I'll buy you a toy.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you
they
do the,
do.
the vacuuming, I'll buy you a toy. None of that. None of that. When my grandparents and my grandmother said to me, "Go and do that," you have to do it
You
straight
did it
away.
without any reward.
They look.
Yeah.
Actually, ask my kids now.
Yeah.
When I was growing them up, I don't smack them a lot. Look, just one look.
Yeah.
When I gave them a look, that
Yeah.
was enough.
No, I can honestly say I've never had to use my hands on the kids. It's always, they know they know when they've overstepped the line
Yeah.
with me, and it's just about the look you give them.
Yeah, that's it. So, in other words, the moral of the story is this part: you don't need a lot of cash to raise
it's
a
true.
child.
It's
What you
true.
need, Pat, is
Love.
love and understanding.
Yeah.
And you love your kids, but you love them. You don't do no overlove thing where you have to go out and buy expensive things to prove your love. No. What kids need is just love and understanding. When you talk, you have to raise your kids, you have to do the branch when it's very small. You have to break and mold the branch when it's small. If you wait until that child is going up to 6, 7, by then they're at school and they learn all
Like,
sort.
yeah.
So you have to try and do it from the very
the
small.
start.
Yeah, try and break it.
Yeah.
So that when you say no, you mean no.
You mean no.
You don't
Yeah.
talk back, because I was going to Birmingham once on the bus, and this little lad was jumping all over the seat, and his mom said, "Don't do that." So you know what he did? He spat in his mom's face.
No way.
Call his mom a bitch, yeah. And Pat, let me tell you.
Oh, that's just
You know,
disrespectful.
when I saw that, I said, fart. Fart. If it was me.
You wanted to slap him, Arby.
Oh,
I can imagine.
I was boiling. I says, imagine one of my kids spat in my face.
Yeah.
When I finish with them, Pat, they look like Mommy Ali when he... But my childhood was good. But I realized that it only takes love to grow a child. Love. Not fancy this and fancy PlayStation, because nowadays they spend more time with gadget than putting their head
It
down
does.
in the
I mean,
book.
we
Yeah.
used to make rope swings from trees, and just, well, we was out till 9:30 and 10 at night. But then you could be out till that late, and your mum, they would know where you was, and they'd be shouting you from the streets.
I personally couldn't
When
be
you
out
could-
10 o'clock at night
Yeah,
with my tata and my nana. Oh no.
We was allowed out.
We'd be lucky if we go to
In
a
the
party.
summer, we was allowed out, and we
We'd be
was
lucky.
allowed, because we was playing with groups of lads, cricket and what, football on the field. So yeah, they knew where we was. It's different now.
So we talk about that part. Let's quickly talk about what do you think about, say for instance, you have a friend, a good friend, a friend who you think you can trust, and you met a guy, and this guy is good at who can sex, and you're telling this girlfriend about this guy that is really good. Now, do you think it's a good idea to, not because this girl is your good friend, your best friend, do you think it's a good idea to relate to her and tell her about your sex life with this guy?
Well, if it's a good friend, I think you would probably speak about it to her. wouldn't
Oh,
you?
fart!
No.
Excuse my language. Fart.
Not to an extent.
You know what?
But you wouldn't trust them, would you? Really?
You know what I think? I think some ladies, you can't bloody trust them, because while you're there talking about this sex bit with this girlfriend of yours, at the back of her mind she wants to go and try the blow.
You
She
think?
oh yes.
Oh, perhaps I'm a bit
Oh
naive.
yes.
No, I would have.
She want to
I would
experience
have
it
trusted my friend not
to prove whether
even
it's
think
good or
that,
not,
but
and
then
then
again.
the next thing you know, he end up with that guy. So
Never had
ladies,
that
if you have got a
experience.
man, keep your man
Listen
to yourself.
Jenny.
If he's good in bed, don't explain yourself to no one. That's your business. Don't even tell them that he is good at cantana. You know what I mean? Sex. Just keep it to yourself.
Yeah. I
Don't
want a piece
tell
of the
no
pom-pom.
one your business. Want a piece of the pom pom?
pom-pom.
Hey, what's it that? Want a piece of the pom pom? We having that. No,
Oh, dear.
just keep your
See, now I'd
sex.
probably just blow my mouth
Just
off.
keep
but
your
there
private
you
life
go.
to yourself.
I've
Don't
got
tell
no
it to your
friends
friend.
anyway. I've got
That's
no
it. You only have
friends.
me, innit?
Yeah.
You only have me. You can't tell
I'm
me
not
no
talking to you about nothing. You just tell me what happens.
No, you can't tell me, because you know it's safe with me, innit? You know it's safe with me. I'm not saying
You
anything,
planted the
and I'm
seed
not
there,
doing
Jodie. You
anything.
planted the seed.
So that's it. That's it for today. Childhood, raise your kids
Yeah, raise your kids with
the best
just
way you
love
can.
and
You don't have to have a lot of cash. Just show your kids love, and try and break your child from he or she very small, so that when you get a bit bigger, you can control it. That's the problem nowadays, Pat. You don't do it from the small, and when they get too big and you try to do it, it
But
doesn't
the
work.
thing is, Jen, there's another issue there where you can't even put your hands on your own kids anymore. You cannot. It's
You see how that
schools can't do it, parents can't do it.
You
so
see how that lollipop business, but I don't agree with it. I
don't agree with it,
I remember once I gave my eldest son a good hiding, and he said to me, "I'm gonna call the police." And I said, "What did he say?" "I'm gonna call the police." So I says, "All right, here's the phone. Call the police." He says, "Can't you take a joke, ma'am?" And I give him some more. I says, "Call the police. Call the prime minister. Call the queen." I carry you for 9 months, so my God, I'm gonna beat you. Oh yeah, I believe in beating, but some parents they go to the extreme where they overdo it. But I think that now and again kids need a good smack to let them know that whatever they're doing is wrong. I do believe in
they
it.
should know by how you speak
But
to
as I
them
say,
and how far to go with you anyway, without even
As I
having
say,
to.
I adopt this thing from my nan and my daughter. Just a look.
Oh God,
Just
I
a
had
look.
proper lampings, I did, Jen.
You see,
My dad used to run us up the street with his slipper. He'd take one off, he'd run me one shoe on, and he'd chase me and my sister up the street.
oh my God,
And
I have
he
none
never
of
caught
that.
us, but that was just back chatting.
I have
That
none
was
of that.
just for back chatting.
When we do something naughty and or nan and tata after us, we just jump in the river.
Yeah, well we have to.
Cause we know
run for
they're
our
coming
lives
in there.
round
Just
the
jump in the
States.
river. But yes, I have a good childhood. I must say, the only thing I wish my kids would experience it. But they all been to Jamaica and they know what it's like there. So I am happy about that. So that's it for this video.
Yeah, so whatever you do
So come
this
on,
week,
ladies.
have a good one.
Yeah,
Send
just-
us some questions.
Yeah, and
different
like and
topics.
subscribe as usual.
Like and subscribe, and ciao for now.
Yeah,
See you
true.
next time.
Bye, darlings.